My fault. What's going on, man? How you living? How you living? Got some things that I want to talk about. I didn't even realize my mic muted. I got some things I want to talk about. A lot of life stuff has happened recently. A lot of good, some bad, but I'm mostly gonna talk about the good. So, yeah. I gotta set this up like super ghetto. I gotta add a super bright ass light in my face the whole time. Because I don't have a ring light and one of my lights is actually out. So there's that. Which I think I could possibly have a workaround to fix that. But you know, I'm good. Good to see you, bro. Missed you. Let's catch up. Welcome back, OG. Yes sir, yes sir. And it's coming to a close. My last day is Wednesday. And then I'm back in shop. So yeah, a lot of life stuff has been going on. For one, I am a proud father of a fur baby. I got a dog, which I think you've seen already, but it's a little dachshund named Granola. She's not exactly young. She's 6 years old. Her birthday was literally last Wednesday. Yeah, the Wednesday that just passed was her 6th birthday. But I've been having a whole lot of issues as far as like getting her certifications and all that. Yeah, NOLA, short for granola, you know. But getting her certifications to make her an ESA was a little bit of a hassle. Kind of been through a whole lot of rigmarole as far as that goes. I traveled down south to Florida to pick up my brother. I don't know why I always put the camera right here instead of, maybe because I expect to be playing the game and then I look up to the camera. But I always look over here because that's where I am. Not important. Yeah, I went down to Florida, got my little brother. He lives with me now. And it's a lot of stuff that we're going through as far as that goes. Not a lot of difficult stuff, but it's just a whole bunch of structural things that we're trying to work through. Like, I gotta get him his ID so he can be able to work. He wants to work, he's eager to, he just don't have an ID yet. So, and it would have been easier to get him his ID had he been 17. But because he's 18 years old, it's got a whole lot of complications with that. It's some stuff that, maybe, is my mic too loud? I'm gonna bring my mic down just a little bit. But it's some stuff in my life that's been going on that has been bringing me back to a very dark place. But I am clawing my way through it, and it's been pretty easy. So, you know. But it is some other stuff that I want to talk about besides my life. First thing we're going to talk about is video games. There is a uprising currently going on within the gaming space because these video game companies are losing their fucking minds. Sony, I don't know if you've heard or not, but Sony introduced the idea of completely halting, completely cutting physical media. That's a problem. The reason why it halts it, or the reason why it's a problem, is because when they halt physical media, the consumers are losing rights, essentially. Like, we won't own our games anymore. We'll essentially just be renting it. And if a corporation feels like it, they can literally just say, fuck you, and turn your game off, and there can be nothing you can do about it. Xbox, they thought about hopping on a wave until their people was like, nah, fuck you, we not dealing with that. Nintendo was talking about doing it at one point, and it's a whole lot of craziness that's going on with that. Because Sony is basically becoming more greedy and money hungry by the day, they're also talking about cutting, or not cutting it, but making, hold on, what you talking about? What do they think about doing? They're talking about cutting physical media out entirely. So they're talking about making all games digital. essentially cuts out the ownership of a game. When you have the physical disc to a game, that's your game, you own it. But if you strictly have digital, they can turn off your game at any point in time. And there wouldn't be anything you could do about it, because technically you didn't buy the game, you were renting it. Yeah, so the current fight is to fight against that. Xbox is talking about doing the same thing. Nintendo is talking about doing the same thing. I think, yeah, that's why that gives access to them to do whatever they want to the game. Exactly. It's already a problem that microtransactions are running as rampant as they are, but this pushes it over the top, and a lot of the gaming space ain't having it, like, at all. So, but it's them being greedy. One of the controversial things that they did was they started upcharging for games, which, sure, it can be reasonable as to why they're doing it, like, we understand why. However, it's still fucked up simply due to the fact that we're basically paying more for less. Back in the day, video games was about $40-$50, and when the game came out, you got the full game. Like, DLC wasn't really a thing. If it was free. And then they started doing paid DLC. And once they started doing paid DLC, companies basically just took off with the idea and started upcharging for everything, which is why NBA 2K, buying the game at base, is essentially putting yourself at a disadvantage on an online level, because everybody else is buying the access to a pay-to-win system. Like, they give you in-game currency to build your player to a certain point, but if you don't pay extra, then you basically shit out of luck. Madden is talking about doing the same thing. Well, Madden does do the same thing. The only difference is they kind of stay in the Madden Ultimate Team lane. 2K does that for a lot of stuff. Like, my career, you have to pay a shit ton of money just to be able to compete. My team, you have to pay a shit ton of money just to be able to compete, and it's basically your gambling, essentially. What else? With Madden, their game mode, My Team, is essentially like, or not My Team, but Madden Ultimate Team is essentially their version of My Team. So you're paying to get players, like special players and these special packs, but it's literally for a year, so you're spending real money on something that's going to be obsolete in a few months. So because of that, all the other games are starting to upcharge even more, to the point where if you looked at in-game currency prices, it doesn't line up. Back in 2016, a pair of Jordans could be 2,000 VC. In 2K26, what I say? I said 2016, right? Yeah, back then it was 500 or 200 VC. 2,000 VC, goddamn, for a pair of Jordans. However, in this game, NBA 2K26, it'll be like 12,000 VC for that same pair of Jordans. And they started upcharging more for VC. So it's getting worse. And that's a true comparison. There used to be a whole lot of fans of the Madden games until they realized they were charged to play Ultimate Team. Yeah, it's essentially like you're paying extra to play a game that previously was already in the game. Because as soon as they introduced Madden Ultimate Team, they stopped the Create a Team feature. The last time they had Create a Team in Madden, I think, was 2013, I think. Madden 13. It was either Madden 13 or Madden 25. I can't remember. But that's when they stopped the Create a Team feature. Now it's strictly Ultimate Team if you want to have a fantasy version of teams, which fucking sucks, but that's the game. And then games like Fortnite introduced a battle including Madden Ultimate Team, which is putting out packs every single season, and it's 9 seasons in the year's life or in the game's life cycle. So it's actually pretty jacked up. Hold on. Alright, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Oh, I'm gonna have to change my one of my monitors. Or my monitor, not one of my monitors. It takes a while. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Wow. That's crazy. Also, can you turn your music down a little bit? Yeah, I got you. That's good. That good? Or is that too low? I don't know if that's good enough. It's fine. Calculator. Alright, so check it out, right? In order to get the full, like, actual true blue everything in the game for NBA 2K26, you have to buy the $120 edition off rip. After buying the $120 edition, you have to, I'm gonna say it's $59.99, so we'll say $60 to get enough VC to max out your player at that given moment. So that's already $180. Then, matter of fact, while I'm doing this, I quite literally could just do something different. So I'm gonna do that instead. Instead of doing the math manually, we'll just look it up. How much does it cost to the full experience? Experience in NBA 2K26. Because years ago, some content creators were doing breakdowns. Yeah, see, and this is the base game. The base game is $69.99. However, the max you can get, the actual full extended version for the full experience, would be $120 or $119.99. So, and this is for one build, and that's for the season pass. This is literally for a season. So it's 150 to 250 a season. So let's do a little bit of manual math, because apparently we're gonna have to. Alright, so instead of the base game, we're gonna go and get the actual amount. So we'll just say 120, because it's literally a cent. So 120. Then for maxing a my player, it's 100 VC. And this is one build, by the way. This is only one build. You can have as many builds as you want, and a lot of times people make more than one build because they aren't satisfied with the first one. So already at 220. The season pass to get the actual full experience is $20 per season. So that's 20 times 9. 180. Can I see the history? Yeah. Alright, so 180 plus 220, $400. $400. And that's just one build. That's if you're okay with just your one build. That's fucking batshit. But like I said, a lot of times people make more than one build. It was content creators who, a couple of years ago, literally I want to say like 2K24, 2K25, before the year started, when the year ended, they did a breakdown of what they spent on the game, and some of them, out of their own mouths, said they spent up to $10,000 on 1 year's 2K. 10 bans. They said it was a tax write-off, which is essentially like, they're content creators, so they legally can do that. But for the regular average person who has to compete against that, I done yanked the cord. My fault. I hope y'all hear that. 10 bands is wild. Yeah, all kinds of shit. It's somebody who canceled a trip to the Bahamas because of 2K. Tavion, turn that shit down, bro. I'm streaming. All I hear is fucking saxophones. It's fitting, but come on, man. Anyway, but yeah. So for one build, it's $400. $400.
You say you doing what, my boy?
I'm streaming.
Oh, you streaming?
Yeah.
What we streaming on, man?
What's going on, chat? YouTube.
What streaming on,
This
man?
is my brother. They can't see you because you're not in the frame.
Where's that?
That's right here. Yeah, right here with it, y'all.
Lady that kid.
This stream is not stopping me from whooping your ass. Anyway. Yeah, just one build. One build is $400 for the maximum experience in NBA 2K, and this is for all of the seasons. This is for all 9 seasons. So at least annually, if you want the full experience, you'll have to pay $400. And this battle pass system has been in for 3 years, I think. Yeah, the first one to introduce it was 26, 25, 24. Was it 2023? Hold on. When did NBA 2K introduce the player pass? Yeah, so it's been in for 3 years. This is the 3rd game of it. So if you got the full experience with just one build, $1,200 in 3 years on one game franchise. Now, if you're somebody like me, you're not only going to play one game every year. Yeah, in fucking thing. That is indeed a wild one. So now people are starting to realize, like, yo, we've literally been getting robbed for the last couple of years. It's content creators who's been saying this from the gate. Like, my personal favorite is a dude named the Black Hokage. Black Hokage has made his name in the gamer space talking about, like, flaws within gaming and how we as consumers don't need to deal with that. We're choosing to deal with that. And even though I am guilty of it, he's right. I am guilty of it for the same reason that a majority of people are guilty of it. As much as we hate NBA 2K as a franchise, we keep buying it because of 2 reasons. Fear of missing out, FOMO, and poor impulse control. At least that's my reasons. I hate not being able to play the game with the homies. You trying to hop on 2K and they trying to hop on 2K and you ain't got it, so you gotta sit back and just, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I always succumb to it. But this year, I don't know. I'm heavily contemplating not getting 2K at all. I'm damn sure not getting it day one. I stopped getting it day one, I want to say like a year or 2 ago. But this year, I'm definitely not. Like, there's no convincing me. There's no, nah. I have to see some gameplay, and I have to like what I see. Period. If it looks the fucking same, I might not get it. Fair enough, I play online, but I don't do no my teams or anything like that. I used to be my team heavy until I realized how bad it was wringing my wallet dry. Like, I was doing my team back in 2016, 2017, 2018, back when I wasn't even spending my own money. I was asking my moms, hey mom, can I get $100 on PlayStation? Can I get $20 on PlayStation? And I'm buying packs. Oh, I got an amethyst, Pete Maverick. I got a diamond Steph. I got an invincible LeBron. Like, I used to be one of them because it looked cool. It looked fun. The pack openings, which is kind of a, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of a bad thing. It's kind of a bad thing. But the pack openings that YouTubers had, honestly, is what drug me under the water. People, they want to be social media influencers, but have no idea what their influence actually is. They do. Because one thing, you could do one thing as a social media influencer, and it will inspire a generation to do it too. Hold on, y'all. One second. My bad. I got the light in your face. My fault. Hey, Dave. Never mind. You gonna fuck it up. Never mind. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. The lasagna needs to come out. However, I don't trust you because it's in the middle rack.
Trust me.
To put it up, it's in the middle rack.
To take stuff out of oven, Teo?
I don't want you to burn yourself. It's in the middle rack.
Teo. I'm good, bro.
Okay.
It's cooking.
Y'all see, if this man get burned, it's not my fault. He's not a child, but don't call CPS on me.
Or you man, shit around.
No. Yeah, if I told you 2 minutes, that means it's cooking for the 2 minutes. Oh yeah. See, this is my daughter. This is my fur daughter. Say hey, Noah. Say hey to the stream. But yeah, that's good. That's a bar. But yeah, essentially, like, social media influencers, they have no idea what their influence is, and honestly, it ended up fucking up a generation, especially with the gaming community, and especially the NBA 2K community. They're the reason why games are as bad as they are, because for years somebody has tried to come out and has spoken on it like, hey, VC is a bad idea. If y'all keep buying it, it's gonna get worse. And every year, a bigger content creator would be like, man, shut up. If it broke, then you say that. And here we are. Like I said, I followed the Black Hokage since he had a different name when I started watching him. He was called the Modern War Negro. But I started watching him back in like 2012, 2013. And he, lo and behold, was warning us back in 2012, 2013 not to do it. Because if we do, we're going to see the repercussions years down the line. Lo and behold, he did. It's crazy because there's so many people with multiple builds. Yeah. Yeah. And check it out. Don't burn yourself.
So I have to wait to come down and burn myself, bro?
Yes. You have several burn marks already.
I know. I have no burn.
You do.
How can you go first, my friend?
The fact that he doesn't notice them. Don't touch it for 5 minutes. And turn the oven off.
So what?
Said don't touch it for 5 minutes and turn the oven off. But yeah, so people they spend a fuck ton on this game annually, which is why NBA 2K sees it no problem. Why do I need to fix something if I'm making money off of it? There's nothing wrong with it. So, and there's many games like this. Like I use 2K as an example because they're the ones who are like the most money hungry. But Call of Duty, Call of Duty has done the fucking same thing. To the point where they put out so many shitty games that this year they're trying to make up for it with Modern Warfare 4 because of the backlash that came from last year's COD or this year's COD was so bad that they had to make up with it with a step back to like what we love, and they had to re-release a port of beloved childhood games. The only problem is it's a port and it's missing a shit ton of like features in that game. So also the shooting mechanics and defensive mechanics has declined. Simply, everything about NBA 2K has declined. Every single thing. You got what's the names that's locked behind a paywall? Cosmetics that's locked behind a paywall. Like I can't get certain animations unless I buy the Pro Pass or Hall of Fame Pass. I can't get certain clothes. I can't get certain attributes. People can go beyond their attributes if they have Hall of Fame Pass or Pro Pass. So all of that, it speaks volumes. All of the game is declined. You used to be able to play defense. I remember there was a build system that was literally you can create your player however you want. 2K16, everything that I had was at 99. 99 shooting, 99 defense, 99 dunking, 99 rebounds. I was just 6'5". But I had a 99 build. Nowadays, you can't get a single thing in 99 without fucking something else over. And that's not real. That's not real. Basketball players are not limited to a paywall. So why is the game that's supposed to simulate being a NBA player, the best of the best in the world, is limited? Defense mechanics don't make sense. If I'm guarding you, I'm staying in front of you. You do a jab step, I'm looking around like this because I got shook because of an animation exploit. That's bullshit. I don't know a single NBA player that's gonna do this because somebody did a fucking jab step. Not one. Shit's not real. I'm perfectly timing steals, but because I don't have a 94 steal, I'm gonna get called for a foul. Because it doesn't match your logic. If it's perfectly timed, I should be rewarded for that. If he cross over and I reach as soon as the ball comes into the middle, that's a steal. In real life, that's a steal. So why do I have to be a certain level? My steal has to be at a certain point in order for me to get that steal. That's fucking stupid. And that's what all of the game is. Literal entire careers on YouTube has been made. Oh, this year's NBA 2K best build, this season's best build. Why is that a thing? Why do we have to find the meta in order to make something work? Just who? And because of this dumbass shit, it's people who never stepped on a basketball court thinking they nice in basketball because of 2K logic. Shit's dumb. And then, again, Call of Duty. Call of Duty is no different. Call of Duty is no different. I liked the futuristic Call of Duties. Correction, I like some of the futuristic Call of Duties. Black Ops 3 was my favorite Call of Duty to date. That was the one I grew up on. That's the one I played the most. But there's a limit. Advanced Warfare was cool. Needed some work. They fixed it with Black Ops 3, so it was cool. Infinite Warfare was fucking terrible. So why are y'all trying to implement that in the new Call of Duties? To where now, oh, it's the entire campaign is a dream and we gotta fight a team that was supposed to be cool with us for literally a mission and it's supposed to have emotional weight. Shit was garbage. Awful. Last Call of Duty was the worst Call of Duty story in the history of Call of Duty. I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. But because you can put Snoop Dogg and Nicki Minaj in the game, Rhea Ripley in the game, we supposed to buy it and be happy with it. There's people running around as literal weed. I hopped on the other day. I'm getting shot in the fucking back by Seth Rogen. And that's an old Call of Duty, by the way. That's not the one that just came out. That was an old Call of Duty. But still, I'm getting shot by fucking Seth Rogen. And when I say old, I mean it's not the most recent. It's within like the last 2 years. Yeah, that's why I got Battlefield. Battlefield fucked up. However, when they fucked up, their community took a stand and they fixed it. They got bullied into making the right decision. Just like Sonic did years ago when they tried to make the movie and they made them all fucked up in the face and they bullied the studio until the studio fixed it. But yeah, why does it have to take that though? My favorite games right now that I can go back and play was God of War, Spider-Man. And that's because it barely was any fucking microtransactions in the game. Everything was earned. The only thing that you paid for was DLC. That's because they're essentially bringing a completely different game, or not completely different, but they're bringing a different block of the game into the game. Now, back in the day, DLCs used to be free. The first time I remember a story DLC was Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. That was the first time I ever seen a DLC sold separately. And I think it was essentially the same game. It just had the zombies and stuff like weaved into it. So, and it won't super expensive. The Spider-Man jump, if I can remember correctly, wasn't super expensive. I'm still playing I'm replaying Spider-Man 2 right now. Well, not right now, but like as of late. And I platinum the damn game. Because it represents what gaming was for. Sit down, relax, have fun, and just play. I don't have to, oh, where's my wallet? Where's my wallet? These new suits came out. Even though they've done that before, I think. But it wasn't really like you needed the suits. You didn't need the suits to play Spider-Man. It was cool, you could have it if you wanted, but you don't need it. Now, like I said, we're paying for a skeleton. When we buy the game, we get a skeleton, and we're paying for its organs, and then its skin, and then its blood. We're bit by bit in games, and I don't understand why. So now, a lot of people feel the same way I do. Player bases, they're revolted. They're standing up for themselves. Hey, we not buying this shit. We boycott. We boycotting Sony. Hopefully Sony actually see it and it fucking work. People was like, oh, we're not gonna buy the Call of Duty ports, and they end up buying the Call of Duty ports. But hopefully we actually can win one for once. Because the death of physical media is not a good thing. It's gonna get bad, it's gonna get ugly, and it's gonna get ugly quick. Everybody's gonna rush to PC, and if you can't afford a PC, you out of luck. I don't pre-order games no more. And it takes a lot for me to actually put in for a microtransaction on on a console. Right now, I guess they already transitioned into PC now. Shit, I am. I'm streaming off of a PC. I only really use this PC for homework and for YouTube and streaming whenever I fucking do that. But I'm eventually gonna start playing games up here. I just gotta figure out how to, actually do it all or whatever, which I could talk to my homeboy. I'm pretty sure he can help me out. But I'm about to start gaming on PC, because why the fuck not? We get mods, we get the full game because of the mod community. All of the capabilities that console doesn't have, PC gaming has. So why not? Why not? It's getting bad. And PC was talking about making a console. So it's like wherever you at, you can game like PC gamers wherever, which is cool. But they was talking about making that shit like $1,000, $1,500. I wouldn't be surprised if a majority of people don't buy it. I wouldn't be surprised if it flopped. Yeah, it's a console, but it's dumbass expensive. I think it's called what the fuck is that shit called? It's like Steam Steam console. It's not the Steam Deck. It's Steam something. Was it the Steam box? The Steam machine is what they're calling it. Yeah, but it's mad. It's mad expensive. Oh, I think it's already available. Yeah, see that? That's crazy. 1,000 something, 1,000 something. But these are Canadian dollars though. But it's still ridiculously priced. Steam machine cost, is that too much? Yes. So we shall see. But all I know is it's not looking good. I think they're trying to like kill gaming. I think Sony is trying to kill gaming. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, and it still don't make sense because why? They doing everything to try to earn more dollars, but they're not really caring about the people who's going to give them the dollars. So it's like kind of working backwards there. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if Sony trying to do that. Yeah, because they, like I said, they fucking with everything now. They fucking with the digital media, so that's including CDs, music CDs, movie CDs, if they can get the opportunity to. They fucking with the anime store for Crunchyroll because Steam owns Crunchyroll. So their store is like now behind a paywall. You have to pay monthly in order to use the store, to even have the store. So yeah, it's looking ugly. But anyway, moving on to a different topic. Uh Streamer University is actively going on. I think today is the last day, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really watch any of it. Um, I didn't really watch any of that. I didn't watch any of the DreamCon stuff, except for one thing. Um, a YouTuber who I've been watching for years. His name is Run JD Run. If you don't know who he is, simple Google will help you out. Run JD Run is a actor slash content creator. I met him as a content creator, right? It's this guy. If he doesn't look familiar to you, allow me to explain. Run JD Run is the son of John Witherspoon. That's what the J in JD stands for. It's John. The son of John Witherspoon. Pops. He recently got into some controversy because he went to DreamCon. He went to the DreamCon basketball game Uh, and he was sitting beside, what's her name? India Love. India Love and Deshae's Frost's sister, I guess. I don't really know who she is. I don't really care for her either. But he was sitting beside India Love, and she's streaming. Cameras in their face, and he's sitting right beside her. So because he's sitting right beside her, he's also in the camera frame. He looked over, seeing the camera, looked down, seeing she's streaming, and kept, he was minding his business. He didn't like, oh, why are you recording me? Why are you streaming in my face? Why is the cameraman also looking at me? He didn't do none of that. He literally just kept glancing down at the phone because she's streaming and he sees him. What the world? Started playing some nonsense. Anyway, but yeah, he looked at her, looked at the phone, looked at the cameraman, realized, what was going on, and literally was just minding his business. And she was really like being weird on some main character type energy. Like somebody in her chat, I think it was like two people, told her, hey, he's all up in your phone, so now she's making it a big deal. She doesn't say anything to him. She does the mean girl act where she's like sitting there and calling him a lame ass nigga and all types of shit, just because somebody in the chat said that he was all up in her phone because he glanced at it like maybe 3 times. Shit was weird. It's very stupid. He got clip farmed and it went viral to the point where he had to get in, like, he got in the comments on Twitter and was like, wow, this is the first time I've ever been clip farmed before, especially with the clip taken out of context. And then he plugged all of his information like, well, at least tag me next time, you know what I'm saying? But the reason why I bring all this up is to say content creation, not even just content creation, the internet has made everybody fucking weird. The internet has okayed everybody to be a fucking weirdo, and it pisses me off so much because why? Like, I think it was Mike Tyson that said it, but the internet has made people very comfortable because they haven't been hit in the face, because you can't be punched in the face over the internet. So it's made a lot of people comfortable, and a lot of people are doing a lot of stupid shit, especially as of late, because of the internet. Like clip farming, rage baiting, all this shit is fucking dumb to me. It's dumb. Why are you trying to exploit somebody else for views, for likes? Like that's not weird. Rage bait, like, there's a dude named Chud the Builder. Chud the Builder literally built a platform off of rage baiting black people by being racist and antagonistic towards black people. And then I want to say he got into it with somebody. He made, like, when I say he made an entire career off of rage baiting black people, he even said, I can kill one of y'all and get away with it, like on camera. Like all of this shit is recorded. It's a crazy ass case. He ends up getting into it with somebody one time, shoots them, and I think he kills them. I'm not 100% sure, but he definitely shoots them. And now he's facing 50 to 60 something years in prison. And they made like a GoFundMe for him, and he can't use none of the GoFundMe money because the judge blocked it. Like it's dumb, but it's a testament to today's internet. I remember the golden age of content creation. Golden age of content creation was like 2008 to like 2017. Yeah, GoFundMe. He made a GoFundMe and it got millions of dollars. People were paying to bail this man out. And the judge was like, yeah, those funds are not usable. You cannot use those funds. Yeah, the golden age of the internet was like 2000, I say 2008 being nice, but really it was like 2010. 2010 to 2017 was the golden age of the internet. 2018, if you want to be 2018. That was the golden age of the internet. because everything was popping off. Uh, Vine, TikTok, Musically, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere, Twitch, even everywhere had a big following and everybody was making content. Obviously, you had your outliers, those people who do dumbass shit to try to get famous. But for the most part, it was just real content creation. I don't know what the fuck happened. I can't even say it was the pandemic because 2019 was almost just as bad. Everybody was doing prank videos and all this stupid shit, purposely trying to rage bait people for views. And it pisses me off because I want to be a part of the age that goes away from that. Calling myself a content creator is courteous. I don't exactly create a whole lot of content, but I want to be a content creator. That's something I aspire to do. However, I don't want to be a content creator in this space. Like, the internet has gotten so fucking negative. It's weird to look at. Like, hold on. I'm gonna go on, I'm gonna be a little bit dark because, the one light situation. But yeah, my algorithm on Instagram is pretty good. You in the wrong era, then the internet was so smooth back in that golden era. I'm saying, man. And it pisses me off that I can't be a part of that era. But my Instagram is a pretty good it's a pretty good algorithm on Instagram. Facebook is kind of iffy because a lot of people I follow have grown up to become weird. But like Twitter, TikTok, I don't even go on Twitter no more. I don't even go on Twitter no more because it's so fucking weird. Everybody's either rage baiting, thirst trapping, or legitimately posting porn on Twitter. So I try to stay off of that. Threads though is more or less the same thing, except it's almost no porn. At least I'm not on that side. That algorithm hasn't touched me yet. I hope it don't. Fingers crossed. So knock on wood. But it's like everywhere you turn, it's always somebody with some sort of negativity. Being positive isn't really looked down upon, but it's also not encouraged. And I found out that it's not encouraged by the platforms. Like, I'll get more views if I'll say, let me just throw out a random content creator. Fuck PewDiePie or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get more views if my title was fuck PewDiePie and the thumbnail is me doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'll get more views than, give it to the homeless. Let's give it to the homeless today. One of those type of videos. Or let's give my dog the greatest day of her life. You know what I'm saying? Like, those videos don't really hit as harder. They don't reach as many people because nobody cares to see positive shit. And that's because we're so conditioned to push negative bullshit that positive shit comes off as a disruption to the space. Excuse me. I sneezed. That's what that was. I sneezed silently. Shut up. Don't judge me. Anyway. But yeah, it's like we've reached the point to where that's a thing. Rather than promoting something positive, being positive, doing positive things, even just showing off your craft. A video of me dancing will have less views than a video of me reacting and debating with the video that I see. And it sucks because I want to dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to dance and put it out there and it be embraced. But people don't really care about talents, they don't care about positivity. They just care if there's some sort of animosity, some sort of gossip, some sort of crash out. YN is a term because people prefer to see that. They prefer to see that in their algorithm. And I'm not gonna lie. There's a few content creators that I could blame, some of which I am still a fan of. Like, not really. I was gonna say AMP, but AMP kind of balances it out. Like, sometimes they promote negative shit, but a lot of times they promote positive shit too. So it's not really like them, but the people who spin off of them, right? I hate the Shade Room because that's 70% of what they promote, which is negativity. Don't get me started on Shade Room. Shade Room is like one of the worst fucking accounts on social media because not only do they post negativity, they specifically post negativity that targets a black demographic. That's what pisses me off. Like, I'm already on my soapbox, but I kind of don't want to lean too much into the black people, white people thing. But there's not really a white Shade Room. White people got shit like College Humor, Smosh. You know what I'm saying? Black people, we got Shade Room. We have RBC. We have AMP. But we don't. We're contradictory. Like, we put out negative shit. I seen something the other day, right? One of my homeboys in my apprenticeship program, he asked me an honest question. He pulled up a video. He was like, how do you feel about these videos? And it was a black dude who was eating a pizza that had fried chicken on the top, that had watermelon on top of the chicken. And he was like, how do you feel about these videos? Because I feel uncomfortable watching these for the health reason, but I know it's a stereotype thing too. So how do you feel about it? And I was like, I block niggas like this. I block niggas like this because they specifically make us look bad. You lean into all of the bullshit that surrounds black names. I can't have that in my algorithm. It's crazy because it's black hosts that controls the Shade Room. Exactly. But that's how it goes. We are the only people who make careers off of bringing each other down. When white people do it, it's for a different reason. It's poor people versus rich people. You know, they bring down based on economics. It's not because of their, you know, their culture. It's not because of who they are. We do that. We would rather post the negativity of our people rather than the positivity. For example, we found out about Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion case way back when because of the Shade Room. I found out about Megan Thee Stallion, Klay Thompson's shit because of the Shade Room. Stephon Diggs, Cardi B because of the Shade Room. All of that negative bullshit that surrounded those 3 stories alone, I got strictly from the Shade Room. However, they didn't talk about the 4 black kids, the 4 black women who all tied for valedictorian of a college because they got perfect grades. Graduated at the same time this year. 4. All went to the same school. Tied for valedictorian. They don't really post shit like that. If they do, it's like 1 out of maybe 9 posts, 1 out of 10. But we gotta see Krishan Rock fight Blueface for the 4th time. We gotta see some Zeus Network created bullshit baddies or whatever the fuck. We gotta see the highlights of them fighting on the show. We as a society have pushed bullshit, and it's also fucking with the youth. It's fucking with our brains. It's a nigga. I don't know if you know him or not. I'm gonna look him up. I never thought this nigga would end up in my search history, but here we go. I even spelled the nigga name wrong. This dipshit. I fuck with AMP as a whole. I fuck with all of AMP. However, the spin-offs of AMP, Clover Boys, I only fuck with a certain amount of people. I only fuck with certain people. This piece of shit, the fact that this nigga is famous, pisses me off. He's 17, and the excuses run wild based off of the fact that he's 17. Oh, he's just a kid. Oh, he's just a kid. Oh, he's just a kid. But they allow this nigga to become one of the worst human beings on the planet. He has never made me laugh. So the whole, oh, he's funny. No, he's not. This kid is a fucking moron. He's a dipshit. When he got tested to go somewhere and do something positive, like Diamond Gem. I fuck with Diamond Gem heavy. Diamond Gem is a account that produces positivity. He causes hella trouble and drama. That's literally all he does. All he does. My fucking eye, man. Set fire to niggas' rooms. And then when people are asking him to take something serious, like who beefs with Kevin Hart on stream? All because he rage baited. He rage baited Kevin Hart by talking to his daughter in a how can I say this? In a non-respectful way. I'll say that. I'll say it like that. He talked to his daughter in a non-respectful way in front of him. Then is mad that he gets confronted by him on stream. This nigga can't read. 18 years old. This nigga can't read. Kai asked him for his grades, and he was trying to hide the shit to his fucking dying breath. I don't know if he graduated. I think he like barely graduated this year. But the fact that this nigga is famous pisses me off because there's so many people that I know personally would do way better as a human being, just as a person, being in the spaces that he's allowed into. People find this funny somehow. I don't get it. You do reckless shit all fucking day. You speak reckless to people. You speak reckless to the people who put you on. You act like an asshole, and you try to hide behind the fact that you're 17, 18 years old. Oh, I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid. I wasn't doing this shit when I was 14. I wasn't doing this shit when I was 13. And it sucks to say, it sucks to speak down on somebody like this. It sucks to be a part of the negative stuff that I was just talking about, but that's what he puts out there. He has done nothing positive on stream yet. I've yet to see it. Maybe that's some of the positive stuff that, you know, gets locked behind closed doors and we only get to see the negative, but I have yet to see him even attempt to do something positive. Not once. Kai has done giveaways. Kai has created a streamer university to put on younger people who probably wouldn't get the same exposure on their own. All the AMP has done something to that degree. They've given back to some degree. Where Kai has done nothing like that. Even Clover Boys. I fuck with a lot of the Clover Boys. Tot Lil, Reggie, Ray, I think Punga's a part of them. I fuck with those guys. I simply don't like Rakai because there's nothing positive about him. Nothing. Honestly, sad part is today's generation look up to this and call it entertaining. Exactly. Exactly. It's key is this is young adults. Because this man is a young adult. If he commits a crime, he will be tried as an adult. Depending on the crime. But most likely. But it's young adults who's looking up to this kid while he's doing the most reckless, moronic shit possible. You set fire to somebody's room by lighting fireworks in it. Then want to play the victim. You go on a game show, antagonize everybody around you. It's a game show, it's just a game. But you antagonize everybody around you, and then you cry when they target you. Man, don't get me started with that. They want to act like a victim when Duke declares war. And it's not like you just... Yes, he literally cried on the Mr. B shit. You lit fire to people's important possessions. You're stealing people's important possessions. Even if it's just a joke, it's just a skit, you and homie are in cahoots about it. What message are you sending to the people outside? Called for Talil to defend him. Now Talil and Duke is about to actually start fighting on stream, slinging each other around because you don't know lines. You don't actually think about consequences and repercussions. But it's people like this. It's people like Chud the Builder, the guy I was talking about earlier. Yeah. This ugly fuck. Doing shit like literally. When you look up his name, that's all that pops up. Attempted murder charge. Shaking my head, it's sad. But these are the people that's famous. These are the people that have a following. I like people. Everybody that I watch has a positive thing about them. Queso, this guy. Queso literally gets on stream. He jokes, he laughs, has fun. His chat makes fun of him because he's a bigger guy. He's a bigger guy. You can see it in his face. But he takes it in stride. He smiles, he laughs, he jokes it off. He even makes some of those jokes about himself. Charlie Guzman, Brashy XP, literally made a career. That's a little too much. I didn't need to see that. Made a career by literally just being funny and being a cool person to interact with. Corey X Kitchen, literally the same. Even more positive than Dashy because for a long time he was in the Will Smith range. He didn't want to cuss. He had a Bible verse at the end of each video. Positive content creators. And you know what they try to do to him? They try to cancel him. They try to throw in crazy ass accusations. Like Corey X Kitchen being an abuser, a cheater. Try to cancel him. Then when it's exposed, oh, but the fact that he could have done it is enough. It's fucking crazy. That's batshit insane to say. But it's a common practice. They do it all the time. Dashy. I think it was a controversy of Dashy, who was it? I can't really think of Dashy's controversy right now, but it was also bullshit. It was along the same lines. It wasn't, I don't think it was being an abuser, but I can't remember what it was. But they tried to cancel Dashy at one point. They tried to cancel Queso at one point. It's fucking weird, bro. They target the good guys and they promote bullshit. I shouldn't know this nigga's name. Period. The fact that I know his name is a disgusting disservice. I should know this nigga's face. I should know what he sounds like. I shouldn't know of this guy. As soon as they seen the fucking horrible person that this nigga was becoming, cut him off. Oh, you wildin'? You gotta go. But they kept him in, they kept him around because he's entertaining. There's nothing really entertaining about that. I don't know. I digress. Like I said, everybody I watch has an actual, like, matter of fact, I'll do you one better. These are all my subscriptions on YouTube. I follow a lot of people on YouTube, but all of them do or say something important, or they have some sort of positivity in their content. Abba and Preach. Abba and Preach, they speak on a lot of important issues, a lot of controversy that surrounds the internet on a daily basis. And a lot of times they preach messages of positivity. Enough said. I don't really remember this guy. Oh yeah, this is the fitness guy, calisthenics guy. Literally just promotes better health. Something for the blurs. Promotes literally just being yourself and then liking what you like, enjoying life. This guy, he's actually the director of what's that new movie that just came out? That everybody Obsession. He's he's the creator of Obsession. But all of his stuff is actual skits that have meaning. Even if it's in reverse, like don't be that guy. It's still something of importance. Agent Zero, he kind of started dipping into a different realm. He's a little bit different than how he used to be, but he used to be about financial literacy, public decency, and a lot of the 2K stuff that I was talking about, the knowledge that I got actually came from him, from his gaming account, which is this channel, his old account, back when he was bigger. Yeah. Animator, a lot of my cinematic views, I ain't gonna say come from him, but you know, inspired. Ali Sadiq, a comedian who tells nothing but true stories. How do I know it's true? Everybody who's involved in the story, everybody that he mentions by name, can corroborate the story. Even people you wouldn't even think of, like Dexter Manley, the football player. Why would he lie? This is my dog, and his crew. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with that guy. That's my homeboy Jalen. You know who Jalen is. We all work together. But for the people who's watching this on playback or the video, if I make a video, I don't know yet. Yeah. It's a lot of knowledge that come from this account. There's a lot of good messages that come from this account. Whether it's in reverse, whether it's straightforward, simple. Positive group that promotes positivity. They do a lot of crazy shit, like guess the YN and stuff like that, or guess the fake YN. But for the most part, they promote positivity. A lot of good messages that come from these guys. Travie Williams. Instead of going through all of them, I'm gonna just go through my favorites. Like my absolute favorite. Travie Williams. I've been watching this guy since 2014, 2015. And this isn't his only account. He has like 5. The first account that I found was this one. He was doing skits, but he was also doing vlogs. And in his vlogs, he would talk about a lot of positive stuff. A lot of positive stuff, like inspiring type stuff. Black Hokage, Same thing, except it's like literal breakdowns. The dark psychology of microtransactions, literally what I was just talking about. The dark psychology of NBA 2K virtual currency, what I was just talking about. Uh, the moment Call of Duty crossed the line, I was just talking about. Sports games got boring and we let it happen. Something I was just talking about. Like a lot of my views come from this account, not because like, oh, I just agree with him just because I follow him. No, he actually says things that make a difference. They mean something. The Birdman, he points out bias. He points out, bad views, bad social views like sexism, racism, you know, also as a movie buff, conspiracy theories being debunked. Like it's something positive from every single account that I follow. Sometimes accounts that go off the deep end and then they come back, like the Black Hokage, and not Black Hokage, but Young Dong and the Sauce God, which a lot of his stuff was animations, but he was talking about a lot of good life lessons. He went off the deep end and got crazy religious, but for the most part, it was positive. Sure. This is not necessarily positive. It's literally just drink and have fun with your friends. But all in all, like I was saying, there's something positive from every single person on this list. This is Diamond Jim. This is his account. However, it's literally like they all are up here. And it's literally teaching people mental lessons, emotional lessons through working out. So not only are you building a better body, but you're building a better mind, which is the foundation to build a better body. Hash potatoes, they don't really post a lot anymore, but they used to be very they were like RDC Junior. That's where they were headed. But yeah, everybody that I follow and subscribe to have something, even an account, literally just for motivating yourself. I rock with Diamond Gym. Yeah, Diamond Gym is they good people. They teach good lessons. But even full on accounts dedicated to motivating you to want to be. This is the type of things that needs to be promoted. We need stuff like this. We need stuff like the people they pull the clips from. They credit the clips, but we need stuff like this. We don't need uh oh how to steal such and such amount of money from a man because he like you. How to trick a female into getting with you on the first date. Like we don't need that shit. We don't need that shit. In fact, speaking of which, what's that boy name? The bald nigga. Hey Dave, what's the name of the bald nigga that don't really like women like that? Andrew Tate. There it goes. Appreciate you. Yeah. They was looking up niggas like this. And you see what these type of people do? This man is 39 years old and they was arrested on rape, sex trafficking charges. Talk about 16-year-old girls and all types of 17-year-old girls and all that. They're fucking weirdos. I don't know everything about every single one of these accounts, but what I do know, from what I do know, they aren't weirdos. Could they still be behind closed doors? Absolutely. But they don't showcase themselves as weirdos. This nigga showcased himself as a weirdo from the gate. He was a woman hater. Oh, if you're not if you don't make at least six figures or high five figures, really six figures, then you shouldn't be dating. You should be dedicating all your time to going to the gym and making money. If you're not doing that, then I don't know what to tell you. You probably shouldn't be calling yourself a man. Real men do that. Only boys do the opposite. Pushing bullshit like that for like a smooth, I want to say 6 years now. They was making shit for 6 years. And it's like, why are we promoting that? We promote the dumbest shit. And we get mad when people don't agree with our views because they aren't exposed to the shit. It's something that I want to do. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. I want to go cold turkey. I want to like lock my phone up for an entire day or two, an entire day or two, just to see how would feel. I can't because I use my phone for my alarm. I use my phone for my alarm. I use my phone for school. I use my phone for work. And I use my phone because I have family who is out of state. So I literally can't disconnect myself. But I want to. And I feel like everybody should at some point. So I don't know. I was thinking about maybe getting one of the little lock boxes to where the only thing you can do is swipe to turn it off, swipe to turn it on, uh, tap to accept the call, and tap uh to end the call. That's it. But money tight. I can't be making no frivolous purchases like that. Plus, I probably lock my shit up. It's time too. So like, if you put it, put 9 hours, it dead ass won't open for 9 hours. Like, there's no like safe code, no safeguard, and nothing like that. It'll just be locked away for 9 hours. I want to get one, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe when I start making more money in the future. But that's pretty much where I'm gonna end that. We spoke about that for a long time, that topic. But fuck the negativity. If you want to be something positive, just be something positive. Don't. I think I'm gonna start getting in the headspace of just creating what I want to create, creating what I want to create, just because I have the ability to do it, and I want to do it. Because if you create under the impression of making money, if you create under the impression of becoming famous, it becomes a job. And nobody likes to work. I don't care what anybody tells you, nobody likes to work. They could like their job more than previous jobs that they've had. They can enjoy uh, who they work with, but nobody enjoys working. It's not a thing. It's not real. I like my job. I like the people that I work with. I like what I do. However, I don't enjoy working. I would rather do something else with my time. I like where I work and what I do and the people that I work with, specifically based on the fact that uh, I have to work. So at least I will be where I want to be with who I want to be. But if I actually had the opportunity to literally just not do it with no negative repercussion, I 100% would. If money wasn't a thing, I don't think I would work anymore. I think I would literally just spend all my time gaming, going out and having fun. I wouldn't do shit else. I wouldn't clock in nowhere. I literally would just make videos just to make videos all day long. But it's not the world we live in, unfortunately. It exists. There is a world out there. I believe in the multiverse theory. So there's definitely a universe out there where I don't have to work and I'm literally just doing what I love. But this ain't that one. So, but yeah. Um, I feel like the internet has fucked up a lot of people's perception of reality for the most part. But it's people who their standards, as far as people, as far as themselves, as far as everything in life, they don't fit because the internet gave them a false idea of what could be. Like, it's a lot of people, they pass up on good things for them, whether it's a job, whether it's a person, whether it's an opportunity. They pass up on these things because they feel like there's something better out there. And they got that feeling based on something that they heard on the internet. However, that may not be what was intended for them. Like, that something else out there possibly could never come. it's a tough gamble. It's a tough gamble that everybody does and everybody goes through. But realistically speaking, I feel like it's a bad mindset to get into because you're pushing away potential things that are for you based on hypothetical. You push away good set things based on what could be. And sometimes you lose out. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you hit. It's a gamble. And sometimes you win that gamble. But a lot of times people don't. And I feel like the internet has made it worse. I feel like divorce rates are higher than they've ever been because people are listening to people they have no business listening to. People are interacting with people they have no business interacting with. They're doing things based on the actions of another person who they aspire to be like. And it ends up derailing their entire life. And I feel like as a society, we need to come back to our reality, the reality that's meant for us. Does that mean you can't dream? Does that mean you can't shoot for the stars? Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying at all. But we need to start having a bit of realism when it comes to who we are and what actually could be for us. Not what we want to be for us, but what actually could be for us. Me, I'm 5'4". I'm 5'4". I'm never going to see an NBA floor from a player standpoint. It's not happening. I don't care how much I dream. I don't care how much I work. I could go out there. I could 360 dunk from the free throw line. Nobody's gonna pick me up because I'm 5'4". That's just the way things work. If I do get picked up, it'll be as a sideshow, as like some like Mike stuff. But for the most part, it's not happening. And I feel like a lot of people are shooting for the NBA. Metaphorically, they're shooting for the NBA while being 5'4". Like, it's not in your cards. You want a six-figure nigga, but you work at Wendy's. You want to be the president of the United States. However, you struggling with an algebra test in the 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. Anybody can change their life. They can turn it around. They can achieve those dreams against odds. But let's kind of be within our range. The only dreams we should have are earned. The only aspirations we should have should be earned. What do you believe? What do you believe is with you that gives you access to what you dream about, to a goal that you dream about? Me, my goal is, as far as like what I want, content creation. I know I'm never going to be a big content creator if I don't post consistently, if I don't do this consistently. So I at least want to be a content creator that I enjoy. I want to be a b-boy. What do I have that gives me the right to have that dream is that I already dance. I'm pretty strong. So if I combine the two with some practice, pretty sure I can become a b-boy. I just gotta apply myself. If I never apply myself, then what gives me the right to dream that with nothing backing up? That's all I'm saying. And I feel like it's like that for all of life. Me, I want to be married. I want to have kids. I want to buy a house. I want to have days where I come home from work and I hear my wife humming and whistling in the kitchen. I go in there, she's cooking, she greets me with a kiss. And after she greets me with a kiss, I hear tiny pitter patters from the steps. It's my children running down to greet me. That's dope. That's something that I want. But I have to apply myself for that. What makes me eligible to receive that? Besides just saying I want it. I don't know, man. Just some food for thought. I feel like the internet as a whole has given people ridiculous standards, ridiculous aspirations and goals that don't really fit them just because they hear somebody else say it or they see somebody else do it. Be yourself. Dream yourself. Because you're not going to eat another nigga sandwich. You shouldn't eat another nigga sandwich. That sandwich ain't meant for you. It's not your sandwich. You should want your sandwich. I don't know, man. But thank you guys for tuning into this live stream. I really appreciate it. And when I say you guys, it's really just Zay. I appreciate you, my boy. But for anybody who chose to watch the playback or playthrough, whatever you want to call it, I appreciate you as well. Um, this felt good. This felt good. I wasn't really streaming because I was in um I'm still in it, but I was at the community college portion of my apprenticeship program. And not only does it take up a lot of my time, but it does take up a lot of energy to the fact where I don't think that I've come home and have stayed up the entire time yet. And I've been doing it for a few months now. So, but yeah, it's all coming to a close. My last day in this part of the program is on Wednesday. So I should get back to streaming consistently soon. Well, I never stream consistently, but I should be able to stream consistently soon. So stick around. Again, appreciate appreciate you, Zay. Appreciate everybody who watched the playback. Um, we back. We back for the most part. But I'm gonna see you guys when I see you guys with whatever I'm gonna see you guys with. Peace.